And fear, as the scholars have said, is of three types or three categories of fear. Secret fear is an act of worship, and it is not permissible to direct it to anyone other than Allah, the Blessed and Exalted. Whoever harbors secret fear of anyone other than Allah is a disbeliever. Fear is an act of worship and must not be directed to anyone but Allah, the Blessed and Exalted. Secret fear is the fear of the heart. This is an act of worship, and the heart is not under anyone's authority. Nobody has control over it. Therefore, whoever harbors secret fear of anyone other than Allah is a disbeliever. One should fear none but Allah, the Blessed and Exalted. Fear is an act of worship. The second type of fear is natural fear. Natural fear, like what a human experiences. For example, if someone points a weapon at you, or a man comes at you wanting to hit you, and you see that he is physically stronger than you, this is natural fear. Just as what happened to Moses, peace be upon him, when he left the city fearful and watchful, this is natural fear. A person is afraid of something that could harm him, this is natural fear, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. The third type of fear is the fear that comes from cowardice, weakness, and timidity, like some people who are afraid, as the hypocrites said to the Prophet, peace be upon him, grant us leave, and do not put us to trial, out of fear of facing battle. So this cowardice, this weakness, this timidity, these are all blameworthy in the religion of Allah, the Blessed and Exalted. However, it is not considered disbelief, but rather one of the bad and disgraceful traits to be cowardly. The default is to be courageous, especially when one knows that nothing will happen to us except what Allah has decreed for us, glory be to Him. This gives the believer a measure of courage. That is the point. Fear is of three types: secret fear, which should only be directed to Allah, and the fear of cowardice. This means weakness and frailty in a person, and it is not befitting for a believer, but it is not disbelief. The third type is natural fear. There is nothing wrong with this, and Allah knows best.